What's up, guys? This video is going to be about golems on the warplane and why they're one of the best things you could prioritize getting. And if you're willing to spend some money, this is one of the things that I would say spend money towards. So what they are, as you can see, it says here that they'll join the battle every 10 seconds. So they're a self-replenishing front line. This is huge. It's going to limit your troop losses when you are fighting actual people. Obviously, as you're fighting anything, it's going to reduce losses, but permanent, like dead troops that you never get back if you're attacking and sieging on cities, this is going to help limit that so you can sustain and not have to replace your front line as often. So what this actually looks like in practice, I'll show you a video here. This is me killing zombies because, you know, I'm all about killing zombies. We're just going to count how many hits. So it just showed up there. It's got to finish its first target, but now it's going to hit this. So 1, 2, 3. Obviously, the amount of those, look at that. It just, I got to interrupt myself. It came back to literally start tanking again before it had even targeted something else. So if you get lucky with the timing, that can even happen. Okay, so it's there to tank for the next line. I lost count. What are we at? Like 10, 11 shots that it's taken. Like, these things are freaking awesome. They can make you a lot more powerful than you really should be, given what other troops you have. So if you're also, you know, in these earlier stages of the game where we're having a long range, damage back, and we just need time bought for us up front to deal the damage, these things are freaking awesome. So, all right, you're sold, you get it, they're freaking awesome. Well, how much is Scamble going to cost me to try and get them? That's the real question. I'll give you the short answer, and then we'll kind of explain it. It's going to be, on an average, if you were just to buy them straight out, about $300. So it is pricey. It's not, nothing. But for what it actually means, like, I'm pretty sure over the course of playing for a month, you're going to save like $1,000 in troop losses if you were serious participating in sieging and killing events and things like that. So your basic warship, it starts out on this enforcer tier. I can't remember what the middle tier is in between here. Forgive me on that. But you hit modify here, and you have this semicircle with these lines. There's 10 of them, and each one starts costing 20 metal alloys. So the way you can get these for free, there's different events, but you have to unlock on your ruin runs the very last here, industrial recovery. So you can see you get 2 of those for doing this 2 times a day. So how many total do you need? This is where it kind of gets a little sad. You need 700. So if you were to try and not spend any money and only use the ruin runs, it'd take you 350 days if you remember to do it every single day to unlock this. Obviously, there's other events and things that are going to get you alloy. Basically, though, like, if you're going to spend money, I'll tell you the right way to do it. But, yeah, so the first modify tier, it's going to be 10 of these at 20 a pop, so that's 200. The next tier that I forget, it becomes 50 for the same 10 to finally unlock the golems. So 700 total alloy. The way you can try and spend less money if you want to do this to get them quicker is, I know at least once a week, possibly twice a week, in the daily specials, you'll see this warplane modification pack. So I'll kind of give you the breakdown, and I'll post a picture of this. I got it in my spreadsheet, because I'm a data analyst by trade. But essentially, these daily specials, like the first pack ends up being 35 cents per alloy that you get. The second one ends up being 41 cents. The third level, it becomes 48 cents. And then 53 cents for the last level. It's stupid that you pay to unlock and you can't get the other levels, and then they cost more rather than costing less. Anyway, that is why I call them scambles sometimes. I think that's dumb. Anyway, so the daily shop will have these. This is the first 2 packs are like the cheapest pretty much you'll find it. The last 2, level 3 and 4, you're pushing a price that's kind of what the regular shop ends up happening for the first 2 levels. This will sound dumb, but I'll post the screenshot later for you to reference. But essentially, you can get these in daily specials, and then just the regular shop that has them here. The first 2 levels here end up being 38 cents an alloy, and then 43 cents, and then it becomes into the 50s. There are different events like the Halloween Bat Candy. That ended up being the cheapest I'd seen, where it was like 33 cents and then 37 cents. So yeah, you have to do a lot of dumb math crunching if you want to like try and save some money getting to these. But on average, it's going to cost about $300 to get 700 outright on your own if you're not doing the Ruins runs and getting these for other events. Outside of that, like just in general about the warplane, so you have the modify that you have to be doing to raise those tiers to unlock them. That's pretty much like the Titans, how you have to evolve. Instead, you're modifying on the warplane. And then you have, upgrading is leveling up as if on the Titan you were feeding meat. You're leveling up your warplane. And then the lab up here, this is essentially like where you're using components. And so it takes these components and you are restricted or limited. You can only upgrade it so many times based on the level of your warplane. So that's something that you have to keep in mind as well. To be able to add more golems, you got to have your warship higher. So on that note, just a general thing of overview with these different skills. This is pretty great. It's increasing your attack for long-range troops. This is going to attack for all troops. This is going to do for melee specifically. This is going to reduce damage that you're taking from other Titans. And then these other 2 just are abilities that deal some damage. I don't know. They're okay sounding, but if I have components, I wanted to prioritize getting golems as high as I could, and then these other troop damage ones. So that's kind of like warship in a nutshell. And again, like getting the golems is the thing that I think you should prioritize if you're going to spend some money. I'd say, spend some money getting your officers at least purpled 2-starred, 3-starred area. But at the same time, depending on the timing of if you're going to buy packs or not, you should be thinking about this and starting to put things in motion of getting some of those daily packs. It kind of works out math-wise that always the level 1 and the level 2 of the daily special and the regular shop will be the cheapest to get the golems quicker. So I think in a nutshell, I'll wrap it up here. Golems are freaking awesome. They're a self-replenishing front line to tank damage for you or backline. You can probably save like $50 if you just buy the first 2 packs, but it will prolong it so many weeks. You can figure the math out on that. Anyway, thanks for listening. Leave any comments of what you found helpful and other content you'd like me to maybe focus on making. Have a good one.